6:31, breaking news right now. Police are trying to find two suspects after a deadly shooting in the district. This happened on Connecticut Avenue near Fessenden Street in the Chevy Chase neighborhood. Let's get straight to Good Morning Washington's Kristen Powers. She's live on the scene for us with the very latest. What new details do you have?
Well, Ashley, at this point in the morning, we don't have an identity for the victim, but what police are telling us is that it was a man in his 20s who sadly was shot and killed here at this Shell gas station near the Chevy Chase neighborhood. Police are still on scene. There's a lot of runners out this morning, and all of them asking what happened, and they're completely shocked to hear that a murder happened in this area because it is a quiet neighborhood and that's not something that happens. Let's pan on over to the gas station area. The victim's car, we're told, was by pump 1. We did see it. Here's video of a tow truck coming to take that away just about a half an hour ago. Police are telling us that the victim was a customer here at the Shell gas station. But besides that, there's not much information about what led to this deadly shooting. As far as the suspects, police are still searching for them. Police are looking right now for 2 men, but there's no other information besides that. We are told police are looking for camera footage, anything to help them in this investigation and find out who did this, but no motive is known at this point. If you are heading in this area, if you're waking up this morning, Connecticut Avenue, it is open. No roads have been closed because of this investigation, but it is ongoing. Of course, we'll bring you updates as we learn new details.
Well, covering D.C. and a plan greenlighted by the D.C. Council to quadruple the number of traffic cameras by 2024. Some tell 7 on your side it's a good thing and it will help cut down on crashes. Others say it's just to make money. ABC 7 D.C. Bureau Chief Sam Ford joining us live from Northeast right now with both sides. Sam.
Yes, well, I'm sharing space with a traffic camera, a speed camera here on Bladensburg Road. And from the budget numbers released yesterday, it suggests that this pandemic has cost D.C. a lot in terms of revenue from these cameras. And of course, the old argument, are they about traffic safety or are they about money? If you ask the folks in the 2400 block of North Capitol Street if there are enough speed cameras in D.C.,
the way these people drive down here.
This tree right here has saved me 3 times for having a car in my yard.
The answer would be no. But some complain about the council's just passed Vision Zero bill, which would add more cameras and reduce tolerance from 10 miles over the posted speed limit to just 8.
So they're lowering the threshold and increasing the number of cameras. It is a systematic attack on motorists.
Yesterday's budget report suggests the pandemic has cost D.C. a lot of camera ticket revenue. In the fines and forfeit category where it's found, the revenue dropped from $195 million in FY19 to $148 million in FY20, a 24% drop. And as for the Vision Zero bill, Townsend complains much of it was added without public hearings.
So they use the pandemic as a cover to push through the most draconian traffic enforcement law in the history of the District of Columbia.
Yet on North Capitol, they complain no speed cameras mean nobody drives 25.
And the average speed limit is 40 miles an hour on this road in front of my house.
If they saw that speed camera, they would slow up.
2 of D.C.'s 29 traffic fatalities so far this year occurred in their block, the 2400 block of North Capitol. Now, the Vision Zero bill that the council passed has yet to reach the mayor's desk. Will she sign it? Members of her staff said that she has to review it.
President Trump was the oldest to assume the office when he took the oath in 2017. Now at 74, he is old enough to be placed in a higher risk category. 7 on your side's Heather Graff is outside Walter Reed Medical Center tonight. And Heather, you just spoke with a doctor who has treated COVID-19 and understands these risk factors.
Well, that's right, Carl. And what just a whirlwind 24 hours that has led us to this point. President Trump here at Walter Reed National Military Medical Center. There is no question the world is watching. To my left is a line of cameras and journalists that have been here for hours. And behind me is the hospital, along with a group of the president's supporters who have been here holding signs and flags outside the hospital gates.
This video shows Marine One arriving at Walter Reed National Military Medical Center in Bethesda, with members of the media and members of the public capturing the moment on cameras and cell phones. Shortly after that, we saw President Donald Trump emerge from the helicopter wearing a mask as he climbed down the steps. The White House has said the president's visit here is precautionary, and he plans to continue working from the military hospital's presidential suite over the next few days. As for President Trump's current condition since contracting COVID-19, the White House has released few details, but we've been told he's experiencing mild symptoms, including fatigue and a low-grade fever. On Friday, we spoke to a cardiac surgeon at Inova Fairfax Hospital in nearby Northern Virginia.
This disease does not discriminate. It can affect anyone, anywhere, at any time.
We want to be clear, Dr. Ramesh Singh is not at all involved in the president's care, but he has treated many coronavirus patients over the last few months. And we asked him how important these next few days will be for both the president and his medical team.
Everybody has a little bit of a different course. Initially, they may seem like they're quite mild, and they may stay that way. What's important is to be vigilant. What's important is to continue checking up and keeping an eye and just see how things are progressing, and hopefully they stay stable and you get over it just like you would any other illness that you might have.
And also present here tonight are Montgomery County Police. You can see they've blocked off the entrance to the hospital here on Rockville Pike as President Donald Trump prepares to spend the night here at Walter Reed.
Reaction tonight after the president leaves the hospital while COVID-19 positive. Now, it was a surprise to supporters standing outside Walter Reed when that motorcade passed by. President Trump can be seen waving inside an SUV. ABC 7 was there and captured this video of it happening. Well, tonight, a Trump campaign advisor defending the president's decision to get into a car with Secret Service detail, saying the president simply wanted to show his thanks to his supporters. The White House also saying tonight, quote, appropriate precautions were taken inside the motorcade. They say proper protective gear was worn and that the move was cleared by the medical team. However, an attending physician at Walter Reed, who's also an assistant professor at George Washington University Hospital, is criticizing the president. He says the drive-by could endanger the lives of Secret Service agents. Dr. James Phillips tweeting in part, quote, that presidential SUV is not only bulletproof, but hermetically sealed against chemical attack. The risk of COVID-19 transmission inside is as high as it gets. Now, 7's on your side tonight following all of the reaction as well as the president's condition tonight as he spends his third night in the hospital. We begin our team coverage with ABC 7's Tim Barber.
The president definitely shocked his supporters who have been lined up here in front of Walter Reed for days. He also shocked some doctors who believe the president should be isolating and not locked in an SUV with his Secret Service. President Trump's fans sent him loud messages of support in front of Walter Reed Medical Center, where he's being treated for COVID-19.
His administration has been under attack for 3 years. COVID's nothing for him.
But things quieted down when the Secret Service cleared Rockville Pike. Moments later, I recorded this video of the president while his motorcade drove by twice.
It was a nice surprise. It was totally unexpected.
Patty Hall and her friends often show their support for the president outside his Virginia golf course.
Seeing him today was extra special because we know he's doing good.
Today, they snapped these pictures of the president driving by and giving them a thumbs up.
We want him to get better, so the fact that he took the time to get out of his room and get in the motorcade, it just show that he cares about us. This speaks volumes.
He's people's leader. He's our leader. He's not establishment. So he wants to see people, and that's what gives him energy. That's what makes him more stronger.
But some doctors are concerned the COVID-positive president possibly put the Secret Service at risk. President Trump was wearing a mask, but is supposed to be isolating.
We're getting great reports from the doctors.
The president recorded this video moments before the drive-by.
I also think we're going to pay a little surprise to some of the great patriots that we have out on the street. And they've been out there for a long time, and they've got Trump flags.
And once the sun fell, the crowds definitely started thinning out. However, there are expected to be more people back out here tomorrow when it's possible the president could go back to the White House.
More than 200,000 people have lost their lives to COVID-19, and today those lives were remembered on the ellipse near the White House. This ceremony was planned long before the president's diagnosis. ABC 7's Justin Hinton with the emotional message from organizers.
The president and his team say they've done a lot in the fight against COVID-19. Those who have lost loved ones say it's not even close. They show it by the 20,000 chairs that are out here. Not even a tenth of the 200,000 American lives that have been lost to COVID-19.
When there is beauty,
a sea of chairs
in the person,
a fraction of the American lives lost to COVID-19.
There is harmony in the home.
One of those chairs representing Ramesh Kasba, a cricket-loving grandfather. His daughters came to pay tribute to the 67-year-old who died nearly 2 weeks before this ceremony.
I'm here today because I don't want his story to end in those four walls that he died in.
But it's more than that for Neha Kasba and her sister Nisha, who both work in the health field. They want to push national leaders for a robust public health response, to do more to prevent more deaths. Mask wearing and contact tracing just the start.
We live in what's considered an affluent county, whatever that means, in Maryland. But my dad never got contacted. It's been 6 weeks.
This national COVID-19 remembrance ceremony planned before President Donald Trump himself tested positive for COVID-19 and received treatment at Walter Reed Medical Center.
I want the president and all with COVID to be well, but I also have to place responsibility upon the president and other leaders who have not taken this seriously.
This pastor and opening speaker says they have not invested resources and haven't modeled what scientists have asked everyone to do, creating economic devastation and disproportionate death rates in communities of color.
There is blood on the hands of those who refuse to do what is necessary to protect human beings.
When there is honor.
Human beings, they say, like Ramesh Kasba and so many others.